I come before you as, first of all, as a candidate for Sacramento City Unified in Area 7. I come to you today as a parent and family advocate that has worked alongside families throughout Sacramento. But most of all, I come to you today as the son of immigrants. The other day, I had the opportunity to sit down with my dad. And I noticed that after dinner, and as he was getting up, I noticed that he was grabbing his knees. My dad, even though he's Asian, he has a little machismo in him, and never admits he's ever in pain, right? So, and my dad throughout my life has been the rock in my family. He's been the man that survived coming to this country after surviving a year in a concentration camp. He spent a year in a refugee camp, and with those knees, he was able to give our family the opportunities that we have today. I am running for school board fundamentally because I believe that for working families, the strife, the suffering, the hard work that they put in to give their children the very best opportunity is not being rewarded within this school district. And I fundamentally believe we can do a better job as a community. I have three main priorities of why I'm running for Sacramento City School Board. The first is to rebuild trust. In Sacramento City Unified over the last year, the school board made a terrible decision to close 7 neighborhood schools. And I say that because it disproportionately impacted communities of color and low-income families. 3 out of every 5 students that was kicked out of the schools in Sacramento City Unified came from an English learner or limited English proficient family. 98.7% of the families displaced are low-income families. At the end of the day, they only gave families in this community, in Area 7, there are 4 out of the 7 are in our backyards. They gave parents about a month notice before they ended up voting to close those schools. I am running for school board to rebuild trust because I'm the only candidate in this race that stood up to say no to the school closures. And at the end of the day, I am the school board candidate that will stand with families and stand with this community to make sure that there's transparency. The second thing I want to do as a member of the school board is rebuild the parent engagement that takes place. I think Sacramento City Unified spends quite a bit of money on its Office of Parent Engagement, but a lot of those resources are actually centered at the district level. As a school board member, my priority is to make sure that our school district is investing resources on a neighborhood and community level, that we're making it easier for families and parents to engage at their neighborhood schools and not have to drive to Cerna to be able to be more engaged in their education. And my last priority is really about making sure that the students that leave Sacramento City Unified have hope about lifting their families out of poverty. I would not be here with you today if it were not for a wonderful and tremendous public education. But if you talk to the students that leave Sacramento City Unified today, if you talk to the kids in Area 7, a lot of them will tell you that they leave without very much hope about how they're going to lift their families out of poverty. My priority as a school board member is to give these young people the types of skills that make them competitive in a global market. Let's give our communities the types of skill sets to compete for the best kind of jobs. Let's give them the career technical education, the computer programming skills, the green technology skills that makes them world-class citizens so they can compete for the best jobs. So like my family, as a son of immigrants, as the only person of color that is running to represent the most diverse area in all of Sacramento City Unified, I stand you before today as a proud son of immigrants because at the end of the day, I stand with working families. I am committed to working hard to make sure that our communities are at the table and that decisions about our community are not made without us.